Hi, this is Tutor and this is lesson 782. Title of today's lesson is the difference between overcharge and gouge. Okay, somebody wants to screenshot it right now. Let's get right to it. If someone overcharges you, they charge you too much for goods or services. It may or may not imply intent. So they may have done it on purpose, they may not have done it on purpose to take advantage. It could be done by mistake, and it could also be a matter of opinion, because somebody might think, well, I could get it cheaper somewhere else. You are, overcharging me, even though sometimes, obviously, we know in the market there is a variance of prices on different items. All right, number two, if someone is gouging customers, it is much more aggressive, and it implies one is overcharging by a large amount, and one is often taking advantage of a situation due to a high demand, and it is often due to a shortage, so especially the combination of the two. All right, and we got 6 examples here to give you a better feel of when we're more likely to use one term than the other. Basically, every time somebody is gouging you, they definitely are overcharging you, but you could be overcharged without somebody really purposely trying to gouge you. All right, here's the first one. I'm sorry, I accidentally overcharged you. Let me correct the bill. Now, this is definitely not gouging. One, they're admitting it. Two, there's basically that no one would ever say, I accidentally gouged you. That you'll never hear that. So this, of course, could simply be an honest mistake. Similar for number 2. He claims there is a discrepancy in the bill and you overcharged him for one item. So it's not for everything, and maybe, maybe it wasn't that much. So again, this would just simply be overcharge. Number 3, many supermarkets in the U.S. have the policy, if you are overcharged for an item, often a sale item, they will give it to you for free. So if it rang up the higher price, sometimes it was the mistake of somebody, they didn't key in the sale price right. And we did hear statistics. I think in the US, I think one time I heard 1 out of every 25 or 30 items or something like that is actually rung up incorrectly. So supermarkets started to do this so you will trust them more. So if they made that mistake and it came up and it was supposed to be on sale and they were charging you the old higher price, they'll give it to you for free if you catch it, of course. Okay, so that's definitely not gouging. That would just simply mean they mistakenly overcharged you. All right, number 4. Now, during the COVID-19 crisis, some vendors that were well stocked with surgical masks tried to gouge customers because they knew there was a shortage, and they knew desperate people would pay multiple times higher. So this is a perfect example of gouging. They might have charged double, triple, quadruple, maybe even 5 times more than what was the average price before, just to take advantage of the situation. That's the perfect example of gouging. All right, number 5, scalpers are notorious for gouging concert goers if performers are very popular. So that's the way they make money. They try to buy at the normal price, and they purposely, with intent, charge much higher prices because they've also helped to create the shortage by buying up a lot of tickets, and this is how they make money. So this is definitely a type of gouging. All right, the last one. In the past, when the price of fuel was hitting record highs, some gas stations were accused of gouging. Now, this may or not be true. A lot of gas stations don't always have the ability to change the price that's on their pump. Sometimes they're told what to charge. But a lot of people who kept saying prices were higher were saying they're doing that on purpose. They must be gouging because the price is ridiculously high. So you could hear it used that way as well. Anyway, I hope you got it. Hope you got a better feel now of when you're more likely to use one of these terms than the other. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.